Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, good day, good afternoon. We start our webinar live from EMAG, live from Germany. Today we speak about our solutions for OCTG, casing and tubing. First of all, I would like to mention that you will be able to ask questions direct live in webinar. During this webinar you can use our program with which you connected to this webinar. This question I will see in the end of the webinar, and I will answer them. The questions which are not will get to this webinar, I will get after per email, and also I will answer you directly per email. My name is Pavel Pilushenko. I am a project manager in EMAG group, and I am responsible for our OCTG projects. We start webinar OCTG, casing and tubing. First of all, we will speak about our VSC-21. VSC-21 is our solutions for OCTG pipes. After, we will speak about coupling machines, VSC or VSC-27, also VSC-800. Using this opportunity, we will show you live our machine VSC-500 Duo. This machine stays behind of me, behind this stage. You can see loading, unloading, you can see clamping process, you can see all our technology solutions, and you can see also processing, threading of coupling. Today we will make buttress. After that we will speak about our VSC-27. This is a horizontal machining for couplings, and also VSC-800. In the end of the webinar, I will show you some examples of the complete manufacturing lines, which also EMAG supply as Turnkey solutions. And after, I will ask your questions, which you send me direct live in this webinar. We start with our VSC-21 pipe machine. First of all, I would like to tell that that we will not speak today about well-known advantages of EMAG lathes, but we speak today about the technological solutions and solutions, why these solutions are mostly perfect for threading pipes and couplings. For this we will pay attention mostly today. VSC-21. VSC-21 is built completely in EMAG group. It's like another EMAG machine. They're all main units, like base machine, like a main spindle, like turret or clamping chuck. All these parts we make inside of EMAG group. This way we can make controlling of all during all stages of manufacturing, of assembly, and also during commissioning of these parts. VSC-21 can cover all possible diameters and all possible threadings which today will be used in oilfield. For example, API 5CT, also Russian GOST, and what also necessary, all premium connections. And under all premium connections, we also mean that we with VSC-21 we can thread also integral connection, internal and external threading. The main issue of VSC-21 is a main spindle with integrated direct drive. Due to this solution, we achieve very high power and torque ratings, and what's very important in our case, in case of threading, we achieve the highest accuracy of positioning of the main spindle. VSC-21 is presented in 4 versions. The base machine is always the same. All these 4 machines, what you see, they have the same dimensions and the same size. The difference is a power and the size of the main spindle. You see, for the smallest machine, VSC-21 190, we have 76 kilowatt, and the biggest machine, VSC-21 560, it has 144 kilowatt. But all other parameters, X stroke, Z stroke, they are all the same. I will explain you also this with video in a little bit later. On our pipe machine, we're using 2-axis, 4-axis and 6-axis machining. The most popular solution is the classical 4-axis machining, which we see in the middle of the picture. Classical solutions with 2 turrets, upper turret and lower turret, and processing with 4 axes. This is also a very popular solution for premium connections. But the solution that has a best productivity is, of course, 6-axis machining. This is a right slide, a right picture, what you can see on our screen. The upper turret has a double cross slide, and this way we have 4 independent axes. We have we have 2 tools which work independent from each other. The lower turret has 2 axes like a classical variant. The 6-axis solutions is a perfect solution for machining for the lines which has a big productivity and also a big part of premium connections, because in 6-axis machines we can use in same time a lot of cutting tools, for example for taper roughing, for threading, also for seal, because this way we save a time, for example for turning the turret. I think it's make more sense when I show you a video. We can see here a processing of 6 of pipe with our 6-axis VSC-21. Loading of the pipe, we have 2 same chucks interchangeable, 3 clamping jaws, 3 protective jaws. The both chucks can work in floating or in centering mode. This moment is very important. After I will show it once more. We combined a lot of operations, and due to this combination we save a time. I will show this video once more, and I can explain it better. So here you can see processing, schematical processing of pipe with 6 axes. So we take a plug out, it equipped with a separate NC axis. As I told you, I will show the video once more to pay your attention for how we save a time. So as I told you, a pipe will be loaded in the machine with will be clamped with our chucks, EMAG chucks. So, and please pay attention, the plug is already waiting for the pipe. Same time we centering the pipe, and the same time we clamping a rear end chuck. After we clamping a front end chuck, centering axis goes away, and now we start processing. With these solutions, we achieve the best cycle time and the best productivity. As I told you before, you can ask questions, and we will be glad to answer any of your questions, also during this webinar and also after this webinar. Now we will use our opportunity. My colleague is already here. We show you our VSC-500 coupling machine, VSC-500 of the last generation. This is a machine, duo machine with two spindles. These spindles can work independently from each other. First of all, I would like to tell a little bit about this machine, about loading and unloading, and after we will show our processing. Christian will help me today, our colleague. First of all, the classical layout of EMAG. Spindle above, vertical spindle, moving in Z and X. Fixed turret. Machine is equipped with 6 jaws clamping chuck, also from EMAG. What's important, especially for threading couplings, the working area is separated from our area where we have the most important units. For example, linear guides, the linear bearings, the measuring system, bolt screw. These all components, they are located above the working area and also separated from working area with this protection. So we don't have a chip or coolant there. Turret is very usable. You can reach every screws without any force. Easy, you don't have dismount some other parts. You can see you don't need any special tool for it to change tool. The tool changing is very easy and fast. I would like to pay separate attention to chips, because during threading of couplings, and especially threading, we have a very long chip, and this chip is very often it stays in the coupling. Yes, we have a vertical machine and the chip must fall down, but when we making a small couplings like 60 millimeters, 73 millimeters or 89 millimeters, the chips from threading is like let me say like a ball, and it stays inside of coupling. In this case, we have an original solution. When the coupling is ready, it stays here. Thread is already ready, and after we go from the turret to our shuttle, we supplied coolant through our main spindle and through our chuck, coolant with a high pressure, and this way we let me say we shoot out this one chip ball. This decision is very useful, especially for small couplings, 73 millimeters, 60 millimeters, or 89 millimeters. Now we will show you the loading zone, the loading area, to explain you how we load our part and how we work with our pickup system. Now we are in loading area. Our EMAG shuttle, it has, the blade has two spindles and the shuttle has 4 pellets. I will try to explain why do we using it. These 2 pallets, they are always for blanks, for billets. These 2 pallets, they are always for unloading of half ready coupling or for ready coupling. I will try to explain. We lowered 2 billets. The billets, the shuttle goes to our spindle, the both spindle taking the billets and processing. After in this time, our shuttle goes back, he get 2 another billets on these positions. After the billets which are in the machine, after they are ready, they will be unloaded on these 2. In the same time, the both spindles, they take these 2 billets and the half ready couplings, they go back and will be turned with our portal gripher, with this one. As you can understand, when we turn a half ready couplings, in the same time we proceed another new one, another two couplings in working areas. This way we save a time. What I would like also to mention, we have pickup system. This pickup system is allows us to also to proceed couplings with a curvature cut. It's I think it's a very, let me say, popular problem, yeah, by all couplings manufacturers, where the couplings look like not like a cylinder, but it looks like a trapeze, you know. And when it stays on our pallet, and it's like looks like a trapeze. When our clamping chuck takes this coupling, our pellets are mounted on the springs, and the springs can compensate this trapeze. We take coupling billet, the axis of the billet is like 90 degree, but this trapeze will be compensated with our pickup system, which are mounted on the springs. Of course, this parameter is not, let me say, unlimited. Usually we say that the limit is about 1.5% from outside diameter. It means that when you have a coupling, let me say 200 millimeters outside diameter, the curvature cut can be about up to 3 millimeters. It can be measured with a normal corner. We start manufacturing. We will leave our working area, our loading area. Now we go to our machining site. Now we load a pipe, a coupling. I would like to mention that now we are working with a reduced speed. It's made especially for you, that you can see a process of loading, unloading better. Of course, in the automatical production, we work with normal high speeds. So in our machine we have now a system, or let me say a tooling plan, where we proceed one half of the coupling in the left spindle and another coupling in the right spindle. But this system also can be changed. We also can proceed the complete coupling in one spindle. The main spindle has 86 kilowatt. It's rather enough for processing of pipe, of coupling, for taper roughing with 2 threads. We're roughing a taper with 2 inserts. I will show you it separately. So now we make a threading. The last phase, and coupling will be unloaded. The coupling will be turned with a portal grapher. Coupling is turned with a portal grapher. It is turned to another pallet, and now it goes to another spindle. So clamping on the pickup system. You can see now, after the turret is turning, you can see our taper roughing with 2 inserts. You see 2 inserts with which we making a taper. And in this moment, I would like to show you this is the strongest operation, and our spindle loading is about 30%. 86 kilowatt spindle is much more enough. So now we make a threading. Today we make a buttress connection. We make it in 3 cuts after a phase and unloading. Constant laden. So this machine is also equipped with a station where we wash out the coolant what stays in the coupling, because in the threading stays a lot of water, a lot of cooling. With this station, we wash it out with compressed air. Of course, in the same time we produce in the automatic mode, we produce another couplings in the machine. So these all operations, they are combined. The coupling will be cleaned now. Standard coupling. Buttress with no any chips inside. As I mentioned, you can ask questions, we will be glad to answer it. Now we go back to the stage where we will continue our webinar. So, hello once more. You could see processing of VS on VSC-500, our most popular machine for coupling. And today we will speak about our another solutions for OCTG couplings. Besides VSC-500, we have also a very interesting solution, but not like a classic EMAG layout, but with a horizontal with a horizontal spindle. We talk about VSC-27. VSC-27 is a center drive lathe with a horizontal spindle, fully automated loading and unloading with portal gripher. The chuck is mounted in the main spindle also horizontally. On the both sides of the chucks there are two working areas, in each working area we have a turret. On the picture you can see doors for the both working areas. I will show you the next one slide. So you can see the picture left, it's a loading of the coupling inside of the clamping chuck with the portal gripher. And what is the main issue of this machine? Due to the two movable revolvers from the both sides, we can thread and also make a taper on the coupling simultaneous with the both revolvers from the both sides. This is a perfect solution for the big pipes, for the lines where we manufacture a big couplings, and also mostly big couplings. Why? Because we for the small couplings we do not have enough, let me say, enough place in the coupling to work simultaneously with the both revolvers. Usually we use the both revolvers and two tool holders in the same time, starting from 168 178 millimeters. So as I tell you, it's a perfect solution for high productivity lines where we have mostly big couplings, also premium couplings. Later we will speak a little bit more about VSC-27. Now we speak about VLC-800. VLC-800 is a lathe that allows processing of the largest couplings up to 20 inches. The lathe has a classical vertical layout EMAG, the movable spindle in X and Z, on the fixed turret. This machine will be produced with one spindle and also is equipped with a 6 jaws clamping chuck, also from EMAG. We have a lot of opportunities for loading or unloading. For example, a portal gripher, loading with roboter or belt conveyor. Everything depends on customer. On this machines, all ball screws and linear guides are also outside of working area. They are also protected. They are above working area and also separate from it, and they are protected with telescope protection. As I told you before, we will speak about our solutions for complete manufacturing lines. On this picture you can see a combination of VSC-21 and VSC-27. This combination is very efficient. I will try to explain why. The classical VSC-21 makes a function of cut-off machine. The coupling pipe will be loaded on the rollaway and will be loaded into the VSC-21. VSC-21 in this case cannot just cut off a coupling blank. It can also make outside turning, it can also make inside turning, and it can also make not just cylindrical but also taper turning. So it means that this time will be saved for the next machine, in our case VSC-27. A coupling with already prepared taper comes to VSC-27, And as you can remember, I told you before that VSC-27 is a horizontal machine where we can also proceed coupling simultaneous at one time from the both sides. In this case, when the coupling comes already with prepared taper, in VSC-27 we just have to make threading and from the both sides, and the coupling is ready. Of course, if it's premium, we also make sealing and all necessary operation. But the time for taper turning, we make it in our VSC-21. That's why this is a very good solution for the lines with high productivity and big diameters. But I would like also to mention that such solutions we have also with not just with VSC-27 but also with VLC-800 or VSC-500. Such solution we also deliver to our customers worldwide. The next example I would to show you, it's to explain you that EMAG is not just a machine building company but also the engineering company that is ready to realize a complex turnkey solutions. On this screen you can see one of such our lines delivered to customer, where we have 3 VSC duo, 1 VSC single, for complete automated line with washing unit, with non-destructive controlling of the parts. Each coupling will be marked after the machine, and each coupling will be also marked after the non-destructive controlling. So this way we can know in which moment and on what machine was coupling made. I would like to pay your attention once more that all such solutions they are made for each customer independently. We are ready to propose our solutions according to any requirements or any wishes of the customers. In the end of webinar, I would like to show you this world map where we can see our installed manufacturing system for earth-filled technology. This is only, I want to pay attention once more, this is only earth-filled worldwide, these red points, which EMAG delivered the last years. So the webinar is mostly over today, but I will answer the question as I told in the beginning. So the question I see is here on TV. Could be proceed both pipe ends on one machine integral connections? Yes, we talked about it, that our VSC-21 is able to proceed integral connection outside thread and also inside thread on VSC-21. Maximal length of coupling billet for VSC-500. It depends on clamping chuck what we use. If we have a clamping chuck index chuck, so the maximal length is about 326 millimeters, and if we use a 6 jaws clamping chuck like you seen right now, the maximal length of the coupling up to 350 millimeters. What cutting tools you prefer? This is also depending on our customers, because usually when we deliver our equipment, our technologies, our customers already has some philosophy or some technologies that he use in his factory, and in any case we agree our technology, we agree our machine plans, our tooling plans with the customer, but from the manufacturer of cutting tools for threading, we usually use ceratizid, or for example horn or Vargus. Power of spindle VSC-500. VSC-500, what we seen, has 86 kilowatt. What clamping chucks use EMAG? As I told you, the clamping chucks are made, we use a clamping chuck mostly made in EMAG group, also for pipes and also for couplings. For couplings we make, as I told you, 6 jaws clamping chuck, like today we seen in our VSC-500 machining, but also we made a clamping chucks of clamp index chucks of EMAG. It's also opportunity. We also produce index chuck. But back to your question, we also can use a chuck of other manufacturer. It's also possible depending on wish of the customer, but as I told you, usually we try to use our own chucks. Yeah. Can VSC work with one spindle? Yes, it's possible. For example, if you change tools in one spindle, other spindle can work, but it's necessary to mention that in this time the shuttle will stay, but the part in the other spindle, it will be manufactured to the end. If one of the spindle, because of some reason, stays and many hours, so you just you can produce automatically in the another spindle. You just to have to choose a special program for it. It's possible, yes. Do you use FANUC CNCs? We deliver also lathes, not only with Siemens but also for FANUC, with FANUC, as well as pipe, as well as coupling. Okay, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, thank you for your attention. I hope you could discover today something new about EMAG. We will be glad to present, to show you much more our opportunities, to ask your questions, and don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you once more for your attention, and please stay healthy in this time of pandemic. Thank you very much, and goodbye.